Hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining us as we continue our D&D campaign across Delos. And just a reminder, we do play this live on Twitch, so if you ever want to see any of the shenanigans unfold right as they happen, feel free to come join us. I always put a link to the stream down in the description below. And also a reminder that all of our players are fellow streamers. They are all amazing content creators, so please go check them out on Twitch. You won't regret it. So just one little note with these next several videos. Normally what I'll do is I'll go through them all the way, start to finish, and do a lot of editing as far as like cutting out coughs, rules looking up, things like that, just to kind of help speed it along. And so it's just kind of like the straight D&D goodness. However, what's kind of happened is I've got this really big backlog of videos, and I feel really bad because I haven't been able to get them out to y'all. So what I'm going to do is just essentially just upload them, just sort of raw, no editing, aside from maybe chopping off the front and the back of it, just because there's just a lot of like banter and goofing around with chat and with the group that doesn't really pertain to the session. And that way we can kind of get all these videos uploaded, and then after that I'm going to try to go back to editing them all again. But we'll kind of see, just because of, again, they take me a little too long to get through. But we'll kind of see what my time constraints are when that time comes. But enough of that, we're going to get right to it. Alright, well last time, you guys came back to town. And reported to the guild leader, Orin. And you guys decided that you wanted to go talk to the elves. You also learned that there's a festival that is going to take place very soon in the capital. And you spent the rest of the session terrorizing shopkeepers. And I thought that's
my best.
That's pretty much it. I think that's what happened last time. I don't know. You guys have anything to
I think that's
on?
about it.
There were some giant, like ridiculously sized turkey legs they were eating.
I think Nyla was close to seeing their plan come to fruition of ruining an old woman's life.
They went and summoned a familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had, 2 weeks to think about it. Probably won't do it because that's mean. I'm gonna feel bad after that. Let's see.
Steve's just gonna make her like have a stress heart attack and die on the spot, and you have to live with that.
I mean, Nala will be fine with it. Let's see. What's everyone done with their shopping?
I bought something. I bought
I didn't really have a plan for shopping.
silver earrings.
Or is it, you know what, Gav, just for you?
That would come in handy for sure.
Just for you, Gav, it is a gilf.
That
That's just being completely
for
terrorized.
reasons. That's all you guys get. It's for reasons.
Right.
Is it just because they are shiny?
Pretty much.
For reasons.
They are very shiny. And they do
For my own reasons.
Fair enough.
I cast catapult on their earrings. Now I'm just I'm going back to the
No,
old
I
lady
would
market.
cry. Laren would cry.
I'm just kidding. I'm going back to the old lady market.
Cast catapult, have them hit Varian, just
So rude.
I'm going back down, whatever, I don't know where it was, somewhere. I'm going back to the old lady. And is she back to her stall, or?
Yeah, she's at her little stall. She's selling stuff to somebody. And you see her being, polite.
not for long.
selling some stuff, and their customers leave with a smile.
Hello, lady. It is I.
What do you want?
Business.
I have no business with you.
I mean, we got on the wrong foot, I'll admit. And I'm here to apologize.
She's gonna look at you, kind of curiously. She raises one eyebrow. She just kind of waits to hear what you have to say.
I was on a real bad mood because I was missing my dear pet over here, Hazelnut the Weasel. And that's the whole reason why, I was being difficult. And I'm just here to apologize and do business.
Oh,
I got mushrooms to sell
what?
that I'm sure you would love.
I suppose I was a little uptight as well. What? Show me these mushrooms.
I'll search through my ingredient pouches
I gotta
and pull out.
find a mushroom prices. Oh no.
I can make a list. It's gonna be easier, just so you know. Copy paste, please. All right, give me 2 seconds. Oh, fuck. All right, give me like 10 seconds. It's like on my sheet, but I have to grab one of them at a time. So like, hold this. Almost done. I promise. Hey, I got all of those that I'm not gonna use, but I'm sure you can find use to.
Please hold while I look up mushroom prices.
Sell me your shrooms. Will they get me high as fuck?
She's just gonna look at it. Varian, can they what? I'm.
If you eat a gillyweed, you can taste the colors.
What?
She's telling the truth. It's an experience.
Did you say I could taste the colors?
I would not recommend.
Well, I want to taste the colors.
You can do that once we're out of town.
Why would I have to wait?
Because I don't want to be responsible.
For what?
The side effects.
It was not pretty. I will tell you that.
What are the
You
side
vomited
effects?
all over the place.
This one?
Yes,
Yeah, this one.
it was me. Lasted at least a solid 12 hours.
You got a high of like an hour, but the side effect lasted for 12 hours.
She's gonna.
I will say
push-
the high was worth it, but it still wasn't fun.
She's
I
gonna
can't,
push
you
the
guys.
gillyweed back at you, and she's like, I don't think I need this.
I mean, you can, I'm sure you can make potions off of those.
Thank you for the
I didn't
hydrate.
mean to like eat it for breakfast.
Yeah, no, that's what I did. It was not a good idea. It
Chase
might
the
help if
rainbow.
you have something in your stomach to help kind of dilute it.
It might help if you brew them into something.
I just looked down to Nyla. Maybe we hold on to one, just one, for reasons.
You know what? 5 gillyweed,
looking
one
at
is off
you
the
two.
table. Then I'll slide one of gillyweed over to Period.
Okay.
I'll gladly accept it.
Excuse me.
Don't worry.
Keep it for a rainy day.
So she's gonna kind of look over all this, and she's like, I'm just a small time shopkeeper. I mean, the most I could offer you would be 15. She's kind of counting stuff. She's like 20 gold.
20 gold is more than enough.
Okay.
Actually, instead of getting gold for it, do you have healing potions? I'm sure it's like your expertise.
And she's
Am I getting it for those?
healing potions. Those are a bit more hard to get, but I suppose for all of these, I could part with 2.
2 is a fair deal for sure.
But I want to see the big one eat some gillyweed.
Oh no.
Well, go on then.
Do we have anything to brew it with? Because I seriously don't want to do the side effects again. That was not fun. That trip was horrible.
We have water to wash it down.
I don't think. Do we have?
I haven't gone to sleep
I
yet.
turned to the shopkeep. Do you happen to have any like little place we can set like a bucket to light it on fire, to boil the water to at least get something going?
She has like a. Oh man. She has like a magical like little hot pot thing, and so she puts some water in, presses a little rune, and you can hear some water starting to boil.
Sorry, my brain just went to like an instant rice cooker. I don't know why.
Just like an electric kettle.
Yeah.
An arcane
Like
kettle.
instant rice killers.
Seth, I haven't gone to
Instant
sleep yet.
rice
It's still
killers?
Friday.
Okay.
It's still Friday. I haven't slept yet. That's how
All
time
right,
works.
I'll place
Seems
the
like I've already
gillyweed in
eaten
there.
some gillyweed.
I'll put the gillyweed gillyweed in there. Okay.
Oh god.
Nala, do you think there's anything else I could make the flavor a little bit more durable?
Miss, do you have
More
sugar?
manageable. Sugar?
Sugar would be nice. Do you have sugar?
She'll hand over a little scoop of sugar.
There you go.
All right.
You need some milk with that?
Just kind of take a shot of milk after it. Just kind of chase it with it. I think that could work. I don't think it would be the best, but I think it would work. All right. Now we wait for looks at imaginary watch. Let's see. Let's give it about 10. Well, let's give it 5 minutes to boil and kind of steep a little bit, and then we'll see how it goes. Basically, make like a tea out of it.
Okay. Yeah. So some little bit of time goes by, and you've got a nice gillyweed infusion concoction.
Do you have the shot of milk ready to go?
She'll hand you a little shot of milk.
Oh,
All right. You just see me kind of just like hold the glass of the gillyweed, sit there, really just contemplating this.
I'm taking in my journal to take notes.
I slam it back and I immediately chase it back with the shot of milk.
It tastes kind of like kelpy, like almost like seaweed.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
That's not too bad. It's not too bad.
Airy pothead breathe. Yep, that's the stuff.
That actually wasn't that bad as before. Yeah, no, straight up, do not eat those straight up. I think the shot of milk actually really helped kind of calm the flavor down on that. You might want to take note to this as I kind of like point to the shopkeep. You might want to take note of that as well.
She's got her own little notebook out, and she's also taking notes.
That's beautiful.
All right, yeah, but no ill side effects. You don't no vomiting. You end up being just fine.
Okay. I'm not feeling any of those side effects. Granted, they could come kick in later.
I want to read some D&D comics. That sounds awesome.
Nyla, I'm pretty sure you're going to be keeping note of whatever happens when it happens.
Of course. It is my job after all.
Give 2 thumbs up. Look at both of them. Okay. Hopefully I don't die. As I walk away.
Just collapse.
You see her keeping kind of an eye on you to make sure you don't collapse before she starts to brew her own cup of tea.
Well, thank you for the deal. And that's gonna be it for us.
Okay. So, farewell. I'm glad we were able to reconcile our differences.
Of course. And I'll walk away.
They wanna like
I don't want to
brew
do. I don't want to
Kage, so they're
do
doing like kind of like
a
research
whole
as they go.
new session of shopping. I just want to buy shit. Notes scattered. It's a signal thingy, a whistle. How is it called? Signal whistle. I just want to buy that real fast.
Yeah, you buy that. It's whatever
Okay.
the common price is on the.
Yeah, all price are noted down. And that's it for my shopping. Well, I'm ready to depart whenever. I believe we talk about the festivities.
Yes, it should be in the capital up. It's up north, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong.
Oh, did I miss something? How are we doing?
Missed-
Are you
missed out
bothering
on
this poor
something.
woman again, Nyla?
We actually became pretty good friends, kind of.
I might die.
Awful. Did something happen?
I'm starting to feel a little bit clammy. That could be a side effect. We might want to write that down.
Side effect of what?
We decided to brew a piece of gillyweed, added some sugar to it, and chased the concoction with a shot of milk.
I don't even know what MK Ultra means, Kage. I had no idea what you're talking
This
about,
went
to be
very
honest.
well.
You know, in
Well,
all honesty, I thought it was going to be
carry
a lot
on.
worse than what it was.
Carry on.
Oh, on a good note, however, I did make a deal,
My mind went to
and we
Mortal
have
Kombat.
2 healing potions now, which should come in handy for sure. And I'll lean down and place them like in the bag of hazelnut. Hazelnut, you're in charge of those.
The weasel's in charge of healing us?
She's gonna be the little portable distribution for potions and such.
Just you see a little weasel just kind of give like a little pod salute.
Isn't like trusting our health with a weasel like a little risky?
No,
I mean,
she's gonna be perfectly fine. If you need a potion, you can just call her name. She's gonna run over to you, and you can just grab one whenever you
so
need.
do we give like a special? Do we have to give a command? Is it hand signals or just you respond to verbal commands?
She'll understand her. She can understand common. You can just call her name.
You talking about the movie Pineapple Express?
Ask her to come over.
Weasel, to me.
The weasel's
That's
just
a
gonna
name.
turn and like look at Nyla like the fuck.
Oh, you may obey their command if they seem reasonable enough.
But he's so tall.
You can. I'm sure you can climb just fine, or just walk over to him. You're fine. He's not gonna hurt you.
Right. Yeah. You see the weasel kind of slowly walk up to you, Ibrin.
I kind of like crouch down and pet it, and I give it a head pat with a single finger.
And just
Make a straight.
I trust you with my life, Weasel. You carry a great responsibility now.
it'll lift up a paw and pat your finger. And just
Well, have we finished our business about town then?
I do believe so. Do we need horses? How far is our next destination?
It's pretty
Uh,
far. if I
alright,
remember
side
correctly
note.
from the map.
What is our next destination?
I thought you
Um,
wanted to visit the festivities.
Oh, correct.
We'd be
That
going
was-
to. Hold on, I need to pan over. I'm going to butcher pronunciation of this. Egredale?
yeah, Egredale.
I think that's.
Oh, we're off to the city. Okay. Well,
Excuse me.
my belly is full, and I'm ready to depart whenever you are, whenever all of you are.
I'm the and Laren's gonna walk over. So what's going on? Are we leaving? Are we going? Are we
Louise.
We're going.
So,
okay?
I think we're good.
That's gonna be a long walk.
Does Cletus still trust us?
Well, he's probably interrogated the horses. Definitely by now. It doesn't seem like he's immediately coming after us to kill us immediately, so we might have some room.
Let's try our luck. We're gonna go speak to Cletus.
Okay. You guys, how do you interrogate horses? Look, Cletus is he's a horse whisperer. That's all you need to know about Cletus. You guys walk over to Cletus's farm, and he's kind of out in the field, and as soon as he sees you, goes, well, I've got a bone to pick with y'all.
No shit.
You want?
Now, you left these here horses with a bunch of frogs, I heard. And
Now, Cletus.
now they came back slimy and smelly, and nobody peeled their apples.
That is a lie.
Well,
I watched Ibram peel the apples at least.
well, you see, for
times.
the entire time that we were present with them, we did everything that you asked, but you know how adventuring is. We didn't want to risk the horses getting too close to any sort of danger. So it was either to leave them in the care of very responsible, about as responsible as a frogman can be, or to risk them possibly being in danger, and we couldn't do that.
Valerian's just furiously nodding beside Ebron.
Well, I suppose if it kept them out of danger, but I expect them to be taken taken really good care of next time you leave them somewhere.
Well, see here, Cletus. We were looking actually to to get some horses to go to Egredale, and as you know, it'll be far from any swamps and frogs, and I'm sure there will be an excellent place to board them while we're there.
Oh, in
We're
Egredale,
only
you say?
going to the next city over.
I suppose if you're not going to any more slimy swamps.
No, sir. No slimy swamps, sir.
The capital, I've heard, has nice barns. He just kind of like strokes his chin. He's like, all right, I suppose, but if one hair is misplaced on any of their horsey heads, there will be hell to pay.
Do the horses shed?
Hannah, do horses shed? I don't know.
They do.
Yeah. Yes.
Well,
So
A natural loss of hair, though, is what we're talking.
Yes.
okay. I want to make sure that we have
That's-
that clear
that's fair.
distinction between unnatural and natural,
horses shed a lot.
or if they have magical hair that doesn't go out at all.
There are some breeds that do. Well,
Sir, as a
don't
guardian of
shed.
the people and horses, I'm taking my word. And I'm gonna give him like a smart salute.
Okay. He's like, well, all right, but like I said, if they come back and they tell me stories about you not taking care of them, like I said, there's gonna be hell to pay. But I'll trust you.
Turn and look over my shoulder. You got that, Alarin? There will be hell to pay.
yeah, why are you looking at me? I got it just fine.
I kind of just like squat down and whisper. I mean, you turn those frogs into mincemeat.
I mean, that's
If
fair.
anything, you'd probably have the best chance of getting this man out of here. If it came to it.
That's fair.
Let's hope it doesn't, though.
It doesn't.
And he'll go grab Dandelion, Ted, Todd, and Fluffernutter.
The trusty steeds.
Yes, the trusty steeds.
Are the horses like skeptical of us now after our last
Yeah, that you see him kind of give him like a quizzical look, and they're gonna look at Cletus, and Cletus says, "Now you go on now. They promise they take good care of you. I packed you some lunches and some snacks." And he's gonna hand him to Ebron. He's like, "You make sure that they get these."
Of course.
And they're all labeled with names. And yeah, he's like, all right.
Did you embroider these yourself?
Why, yes, I did.
This is quite the handiwork.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh, now I'm kind of sad.
Now, now, if excuse me, 1 second.
All right, let us be on our way.
All right, yeah, it's like, all right, you go on now, and you make sure you bring him back. Next pet I get him named Fluffernutter. I know, it's the best
Understood.
name.
Bring them back.
All right,
What's
our
up, Comic? How
little,
you doing? And Jumpy, how are you?
smushed Carriage down the road.
Get that extra wide load.
So after all of your guys' shopping shenanigans, you guys leave about midday, I would think. And you guys can make it about probably about halfway before nightfall hits.
Now, I am assuming that this road is much more well traveled and like maintained, and
It is. You guys actually pass quite a few people. There are other travelers sort of heading to Egredale via this route on foot. Yeah, much more foot traffic than headed south to the Evershade Woods.
excellent. Now, being a well traveled road, on our way, do we pass any sorts of inns or stop offs, or is it still pretty bare?
It's pretty it's pretty bare. There's not really a ton, like there's not a lot of that kind of stuff below the upper tier. That's a good name.
Do we see like people grouping up to camp like as a group?
Yeah, you guys see sort of like a few other wagons kind of up ahead that kind of have looked like they pull over and stopped for the night. And there's a fire blazing off to the side of the road. People seem to be kind of setting up.
I kind of like pull the horse up. Hail there, travelers. I'm just kind of saying it out loud in general.
And you see an elven woman kind of look up. Oh, hello there. Are you traveling to the capital?
We are. Perhaps you could accommodate a few more by the fire.
Oh, sure. Yeah, the more the merrier. Who rides Fluffernutter? I don't remember, to be honest.
Kind of just.
Yeah, we'll just
Yeah.
like pull the horses up. I'm gonna put them up near other. I'm assuming there's other horses or carts.
Yeah, but you see a few other horses kind of
Yeah.
grazing in the grass.
I'll tie them off, kind of, with the others.
Parallel park mine.
As you guys stop for the night, the
I will
horses are going to look
bring
at
mine
you, expectantly waiting for their dinner.
I would
All
assume
right.
we each have like our respective horses' pouches, correct?
Yeah.
Pull out mine.
Oh,
Get all the
I will
necessities
feed
for it.
All right, Steve. What do we have in these pouches?
There's oats and apples. You see some hay, carrots, just all tasty things. They're like oat cakes, and candied carrots. I don't know, peeled and quartered apples.
Candied carrots, my
I
goodness.
love it.
And yeah, just the nicest, shiniest hay. I don't know what else do horses like to eat.
I'm not really sure.
Those
Like,
carrots, they love watermelon, but it's
I kind
hay
of
is
opened
probably the best thing
this little
for
like
them.
woven basket, or whatever these meals are packed in. I kind of like hold it open to the horse, like expecting it to choose what it wants to eat.
Oh, it goes to town. It just starts trying to eat everything.
I force its head away. I'm like, now I don't remember which horse.
I
I'm
think
on.
you have Ted.
I think I do have
I
Ted.
believe so.
Then I would have
Now
Todd.
Ted, control yourself.
He's just gonna
This
kind of
is
like
supposed to-
huff
this
at
is the-
you. Just
This is to I kind of like scold him. This is to last you the entire journey, and you don't want to be eating whatever hay they have in Egredale, do you?
the horse is gonna pout as best as a horse can do.
Oh, they can.
All right. So I'll put some food out on the ground for him.
Okay, he'll eat it. So keep an eye on that bag, though.
I will. I'm gonna join whatever other travelers are around the fire.
Valerian is also going to give a little bit to Fluffernutter.
There you guys go. Hannah has Fluffernutter.
You eat this, and you tell Cletus that we fed you.
It'll just it gobbles it up and kind of just looks at you like it wants more.
This has to last the entire journey, okay? I will give you more in the morning.
It's gonna turn away from you.
I'm sorry.
Kind of walk up to Todd. All right, so it looks like we have some oat cakes, we have some hay, some apples. Oh, there's a piece of watermelon here. What sounds good to you? I just kind of like have it open like away so it doesn't just like dive its head in, but just like I'm showing.
Okay, well, if it can't reach the bag, he's gonna point. Todd is gonna point his nose to the peeled and quartered apples.
Okay, some apples. All right, I'll get you. Let's say about 3, about like 2 apples in total worth. And just kind of hand feed them. All right. It should do it as I kind of just like pat him on the head. That should do it for now. As Aaron has said, you'll be getting some more in the morning. I'll let you kind of mull over what your options are, and I'll let you choose what you get for the morning.
And Todd will nod his head and eat his apples. And I think that leaves Nyla and Dandelion.
Oh, that's the horse I have. I'll just give. Is it a bag I have for the horses for the food and such?
It's it's whatever your imagination wants it to be.
I'm giving the bag to Hazelnut. You feed the horses. I'll see you later.
You want me to defeat it? But it's very large.
I believe in you.
And
Don't disappoint me though.
it's just gonna it's gonna like rifle through the bag, and sort of like grab like an apple, and it's gonna kind of like whip its head to like throw the apple to the horse, and the horse is gonna gobble it up and neigh for more. And
There you go. That wasn't too bad.
yeah, I'll throw a few more pieces of food before it brings the bag back to you.
I'll give her a head pat, grab the bag, and be on my way, like to see where everyone else is gathering.
Okay, yeah. There's a fire going, and there's several elven folk kind of around it. There's the lady that talked to Ebrin, and then a couple of gentlemen. And they're kind of looking at it. They're talking to Ebrin. Like, oh, where does we've never seen someone so tall before. Where do you hail from?
Oh, I hail from the mountains. I'm surprised you. I guess I'm not surprised you're not familiar with my kind. We're normally a very reclusive bunch. mainly keep to our village, though I'm very familiar with elves. There were many elven scholars who would journey to the mountains.
Oh, tell us about the mountains and the scholars. What were you guys doing research?
They were doing research, yes. The ruins up there are a they have an allure to men of science and history. And my father and I were tasked with guiding him through the treacherous passes and protecting them through the ruins that were being explored.
So were you a scholar as well?
Oh, well. I fancy myself a scholar, but compared to truly learned men, I'm, I've gleaned what knowledge I could from those I met on those different journeys, but
We would love to hear more and tell us more of your stories. What sort of temples did you explore?
I'll just start kind of like sharing different stories with them around the fire about the different ruins and like what I knew about the old, you know, dukes and kings who had strongholds up there, and
There, they will listen.
talking about like the sharing what adventures I have of protecting them from wild animals and petty bandits and things.
And they're gonna kind of like listen intently, just like hanging on every word. They're eating it up. They love it. As you wrap up your stories, like, oh, thank you very much for sharing with us.
So what has you good folk on the road this evening?
Well, like you, we're traveling to Egredale for the Midsummer Festival.
Oh, well, we'd be happy to have you accompany us at morning the rest of the way.
Oh, thank you. It's always nice to travel in a bigger group. You never know what could be out on these roads. Although the closer we get, the safer it probably is.
What is everyone else doing?
Hey, what is the rest of the party doing?
Just getting ready to settle down,
Laryn's
waiting for them tent.
rummaging through her bag, pulls out her what looks to be a lump of coal and just kind of stares at it.
I am well way far as I can
He's-
be from the group. I am having the worst night of the shits. Oh god, no. I think it's acting up now. At least there's on a time delay.
I mean, when you cut hallucinogenic mushrooms with milk.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Just off in the distance, you hear faint sounds of sobbing.
Just lion roars coming from the... What?
Hot snakes! Hot snakes!
The people we're traveling with jump up. What manner of insidious beast could be making such noises?
Smash it. Oh, not again.
Is your friend okay?
He's simply roaring at the moon. It is a thing his kind do come this time of month when the moon is at this stage.
Do we
Ever
even
so-
see the moon?
Ever so muffled and faint.
No, but I'm just saying that anyways.
Oh, we'll leave him to his practices then.
It is a private ritual of his people.
It's nothing to worry about.
Oh no.
Lord almighty.
Can't even drink water.
He's far away. Excuse me.
I will pitch the tent, kind of like off a ways, kind of like a little ways separate from the other travelers to give them some space.
I'll tag along, wait patiently for you to do so.
I'm like most of the way through setting it up. Can I help you, miss?
Me?
Yes.
I'm waiting for the tent.
My tent?
My tent.
Oh, is that so?
Of course. I'll give you some tea for the tent.
Is this perhaps the same tea that currently has our traveling our companion missing off in the darkness?
It's off in the distance. Don't do it.
Oh my god.
I would, but
I will pass on your tea.
it's fine. You be drank it all, to be fair, but fine, your tent.
I'll tell you, perhaps we can come to some sort of agreement on the tent.
I'm listening.
I'll think about it later.
I'll let you pet the weasel.
I'll tell you what. If your decision to trust this familiar of yours with our lives, if it ends up having been a wise decision, then the tent will be your reward. As a sign of good faith, I'll let you have it tonight.
I'll take it. But worry not, she's never disappointed. She's always on her toe and ready to go.
But the weasel looks super nervous.
All right. Well, I'm trusting you. I will sleep on the ground tonight, and I'm hoping that I will live to sleep on the ground another night.
I mean, I'm also gonna be sleeping on the ground. It's a tent, it's not a sleeping bag.
Well, it's better, okay?
It's still grass.
All right. Well, I'll finish pitching the tent, and then once it's up, I'll kind of like hold open the flap and give like a deep, sarcastic bow.
I'll return the bow in a graceful manner and take a seat in the tent.
The
Gently patting on
sass!
to my side for Hazelnut.
The sass!
No, no,
I
Steve.
kind of like walk off grumbling. Like, we could just empty a coffee. We could just empty a flour sack, and that could be your tent.
It is. It is also large enough for the both of us.
Oh, I thought you were worried about getting crushed.
I mean, you did take all of the space last time, but I trust you not to do it again.
Alright. Well, I'm going to bed.
Oh my god.
Varian can have watch.
Yeah, I'll definitely be
He's
taking
gonna be
first
awake
watch.
for a while.
It pretty much lasts all through my first watch. All through my watch. It finally starts to like calm down by the time I rotate.
Yeah, you see some like wagons kind of slow down to like join you guys, and then they hear you and they decide to keep going a little farther instead.
No, don't. It's,
They just like speed away. They're like, no.
please, do you have some water I can use?
Oh my god.
Valerian is unconcerned with everybody else.
So, so stop. Oh my god! All right, so Varian's dying out in the woods. And Nyla and Ebrin have gone to sleep. What is Alarin doing?
Well, before I go
Doing?
to sleep, I'll ask Hazel now to be on watch for the night.
Okay.
Of course.
It's dark out.
Yes, it is. It's nighttime.
That's gonna just like stick its little head out the flap of the tent.
I mean, you can stay in the tent, but you know, just make sure no one approaches or no one you don't recognize.
Okay. When you tell her she can stay in the tent, her head just immediately zips back in. She's like, "All right."
I'm going to sleep.
Was Ebron going to sleep as well?
Yes, and I'm being very careful to not take up all the space.
Okay.
Alarin's gonna put the seemingly lump of coal back in her bag and like put her bag next to the tent and just sleep on top of the bag. Or like right next to it.
Okay. All right. You doze off outside on your back. Yeah, Varian, you're what? Varian, your groans manage to startle everything that comes in radius to you guys.
Hell yeah.
So it's you know, besides what you're going through, it's a peaceful watch. Minus the
Yep.
Mhm. Peaceful may vary. Peace may vary from person to person.
I'm gonna find him like passed out behind the bushes.
As am I, alone. As am I.
Probably once my watch comes to an end and my stomach finally starts to settle down, or has finally settled down, I should say. I'll kind of roll over to Alarin and just kind of shake her awake. Hey,
But
okay, you're awake now. Would you mind going and taking a watch? I'm feeling
yeah,
better, but
sure, I'm glad you're feeling better. I will go take a watch.
I'm still gonna be a little bit distanced off just in case anything else happens. So
Oh,
if you
okay.
need me, come and get me. I'll just be over there. And I point to like, I'd probably say like maybe like 50, 60 feet out from the camp, just to give a little bit of room.
Okay. I will come and get you if I need anything.
Please, yes, please do.
Alrighty. Take my watch.
Okay.
Take care of my weapon while I can.
Do your what? I'm sorry.
Take care of my weapon.
A weapon. Okay. Yeah, you're out there. And you also see one of the elves from the other camp kind of up and about. I'll give it a little wave to you.
Give a little nod to them.
And you'll kind of just strolling around the camp, just kind of keeping an eye on stuff outside of the elven camp.
Okay.
But your night goes by uneventful as well.
Cool. Good.
I can't remember. I think so. Alone, I think so.
Alrighty. And I
I'll take next if you want it.
okay, I will unzip the thing on the tent a little bit so that I can climb in and do my best to wake up Ebron.
As soon as the tent starts to unzip, you see the weasel go bonkers, and it like jumps on Nyla.
What is it?
It just leaps on Alarin's face.
It just
I catapult the
Just
weasel
flying
to
out of it.
kobold. No.
and it points with his little paw. The tent's coming unzipped.
I'll quickly sit down and patiently wait to see what it is.
In pops Alarin.
It's just our lizard friend.
Oh, I mean, how was I supposed to know?
Well, next time
Alright.
take watch outside.
Well, this kerfuffle has woken me up also, and I kind of like groggily turn to Nyla. Okay, you or me?
You
So it-
and the weasel, and I'll grab it and give it over to Ibrin.
I kind of just like scoop it up like a like you'd hold a small dog, and I'll be like, all right, let's go.
it's
He's gonna keep you safe.
it's just like, wait, Nyla.
Good night.
So Nyla's the only one who can speak to it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
I think it's Ker, but I can't. I don't know. I haven't spelled kerfuffle in a long time.
But she does understand common.
She just can't speak it.
Says you.
Alright, I'll kind of like step out of the tent, holding it.
It's kind of like shaking a little bit.
I'll resume my place back right next to my bag.
Okay. Anything specific you want to do on your watch, Ibrin?
I kind of like hold the weasel out in front of me, like under its armpits, like you would hold like a cat for long to get long cat. And I kind of like look into its. I kind of like look at it. It's like, what? It's like, you're shaking. Are you cold? Are you scared?
And it'll nod at the second one.
Oh, well, there's no need to be afraid. Apparently, protecting very small things is my newfound calling. And I'm gonna like kind of like tuck it up, like in the crook of my arm.
Okay. As you kind of have this little heart chart with it, and it'll stop shaking a little bit.
And I'm just gonna like kind of like pace around. I'll stay on my feet and kind of like I'll go to like kind of like the opposite from where the elves are. Kind of like stay on our side and kind of just like look off into the darkness.
Yeah. You don't see much. You hear there's somebody up kind of in the elven camp. You would assume taking watch as well.
Yeah.
But the night goes by peacefully.
All right. I'll head back to the tent and give Nyla a little shake.
What is it again?
So weasel
It's your
mommy
turn
now.
for watch.
Of course it is. I'll sit down, carefully grab the weasel, and walk out.
Just gonna like reach for Ibrin a little bit.
We're like passing the weasel off. It's your turn for weasel.
Here's the child.
And it's just like, no, big man is keeping me safe.
You want to stay with the big man for the night?
Just nods.
All right, go sleep with him or
Yeah,
something.
she'll scamper off.
Good.
Hell, in the corner. I'm sorry. It's like the one time I looked down at chat.
What is Nyla doing for their watch?
Because just going out, finding somewhere to sit, and taking my watch properly this time. I don't have any notes to take whatsoever.
Yeah, you don't see much going on. You see the elven woman taking watch at the elven camp. She'll kind of give you a little nod.
I'll nut back, but that's about it.
Yeah, the night goes by uneventful.
All right. I'm using my signal whistle.
Okay. So everybody in the camp hears this loud, shrill whistle.
It's morning.
Ah,
Wakey, wakey.
can't even from out here. It's so loud. Shit.
Oh, you're still alive.
In the actual.
Miraculously.
I'm taking some note that he's still
So
alive.
rude.
Thanks, one eventful night of
I
pooping.
kind of like groggily like stumble out of the tent, still holding the weasel. What is that shrieking sound?
Oh, you mean this one, and I'm using it again.
Ah!
And you see the elves kind of walk over, kind of like rubbing their ears, and they're just like, "Is everything okay over here? We heard
Everything's perfectly fine.
a very loud whistle, and we were concerned something had happened."
Listen, Nyla, I'm afraid that old witch sold you a cursed whistle.
She's not even the one that sold it to me.
Oh.
Oh.
I mean, do you want it?
No, we'll find you a better whistle in the city. I'm sure. That one is no good.
That one is very loud.
What is this?
I mean, that's the point.
mouse?
I'll put it back in my bag.
No,
Maybe
no,
keep that
I-
for just in case of emergencies when we are resting,
I can't help but
and
wonder
we use that
what
to notify.
poor unfortunate soul is trapped within it.
Fair enough.
But it's not mine. That
That is
disappeared last night for me.
Oh my god.
Well, now that everyone's awake, it seemed pretty useful and effective.
Mm,
I'll kind of just like grumble and go to feed the horses.
Todd, what one do you want this time?
Todd will point to the hay.
All right. Hey, it is. I feed him.
cool. Also head over to the horses. Feed Fluffernutter. What do you want this morning?
It's just gonna somehow gesture as horses do to all of it.
As wet.
You know how
Oh, you cut
horses
it out,
gesture. Points. Says it the Winnie's all they wants all the food.
Wants all the food? I mean, same.
Me everything.
I will give it a little bit of everything.
It seems it's just like that's not what I meant, but it'll eat it. Seems alright.
Such a pony.
Yeah. So we'll be traveling with this group the rest of the way.
So do you know their names? Abram?
Probably not important.
I forgot to ask.
I was nowhere near them. I could not ask.
Does one of them stand out as like a
Socialized.
as the leader, like a is it like a so can we get is there any information you can give us about this group? Is it like a family or a group of families or just a group who wanted to go to the festival?
It just seems kind of just like a small group. They seem to know each other, possibly just like old friends. But it's a woman and two men.
Okay. So I'll just ride alongside them and like talk as we go.
Oh, I lost my list of names. Shit.
Just small talk.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, they'll make pleasant.
Ask them about what they do and where they're from.
Yeah, they'll make pleasant small talk with you. They they're traveling from Libny off in the west, sort of a little lake town.
From
and
where? Sorry.
Limni.
Limni.
Oh.
They come from Elvengard, but
Yes.
they settled down in Limney because they wanted their childhood friends, and they wanted to kind of go out and see some more of the world. They settled on Limney because it is still under the natural sun.
That's what I wanted to ask them about.
About what?
About their thoughts on the Shadowed Plains.
Well, the lady will kind of speak up. She's like, I don't really care for this false light, and she's gonna kind of gesture up to the magical lanterns that imitate the sun. She's just like, I don't think anybody should be above anybody else. Doesn't seem to make much sense. And taking up this large, putting this shadow over such a large area of land, and how it's affected us down here is, and one of the men will speak up like, it's downright foul. They shouldn't, they shouldn't tempt fate like that, living up there in the sky.
I mean, if you give people money, they do whatever they want.
Sorry, I have trust issues.
What do you mean by tempt fate?
They almost speak up and just like, well, he believes that only the gods should live in the sky. It's not meant for man to live so high up.
Well,
Um,
men they are. For even as high as they are, it is still founded on pillars of stone, and we know that even if for as high as they are, at least we know they're not flying truly in the realm of the gods.
This is true. This is true. But yeah, the big square, essentially the like upper
Still.
class, like the upper class.
I would like to see what it is like up there someday.
Has built like almost like a separate part of the continent, high up above everybody else, because they deem themselves too good to live with the common folk on the base part.
Valerian kind of brings her pony up and chimes in. I would too, Abram. I would too.
Well, to tell you the truth, I think many of us would. Who knows what it's like up there? Only very few people make it up there that aren't there because of their wealth.
Oh, like what kind of people, other than wealthy people, make it up there?
Well, merchants. Some merchants do get to go up there. They have to pay a heavy fee, but usually they can make it back by selling their wares if their craftsmanship is good enough. And then one of the men will be like, and will chime in. And there's also been talks of thieves guilds having ways to get up there to steal from those filthy people that live up there.
Oh no, that sounds like my kind of party.
Thieves Guild.
That's what they say. Although nobody really seems to know much about them. It's probably
how
just
is it
They're
rumors.
gonna
that
make
people-
a mental note of that.
So how is it that people travel to and from? I assume it is somewhere here in the capital ahead of us.
You excuse me, some base knowledge that you guys I think would have would be each of the pillars has a large winding staircase that kind of goes up.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that.
Okay.
Sorry, I make too many mental
You're
notes.
good. But they're all like pretty heavily guarded.
Me dumb
Mhm.
mountain man. Me no stairs.
Fair.
Okay. Common knowledge. I got it.
But also, I do have some world lore in the Discord. If you go to the
is
D&D
anyone
channel,
else
it's
wants to do anything on the journey?
there's a link to a Google Doc that's pinned. If you want to know anything about the world, it's
I'll
all
probably just pull up to
mostly there.
Nyla. Okay. How much do you have taken down for the notes of that concoction that was brewed?
Quite a bit.
Okay.
It is fair to say that it was a bad idea.
I think we might be able to make it into some form of poison.
Poison,
And if
be
you
a
curse
thing.
people with it. If there's like some asshole noble or something like that in the future, and we just maybe want to have a little bit of fun, not like kill them or anything, but have a
Course,
a nice
non-deadly
delayed
poison.
reaction.
Yeah.
Correct. You should have some of that on standby.
All right, DM, take us in. We're ready.
Let's go.
We're bringing the party. Pop your collars, boys
I'm sorry.
and girls.
I'm sorry.
So as you guys approach, you'll see the high walls of Eagerdale in front of you. Eagerdale is half under the upper plane and half out of it, so half of it gets natural sun. There are tall towers kind of surrounding it. As you guys come up, you come up to a central gate where there's a line of people waiting to get inside.
More people here for the festival.
Yes, it does seem to be like there are a lot of travelers. There are other gates as well, not each with armed guards, slowly letting people inside the city.
Well, first of all, I'll look very impressed by this big city, but is the line that long?
There's probably like 15 wagons in front of you guys, slowly moving forward. And the elves will be like, oh, I think this is where we part ways. And they'll kind of let you guys go in front of them as they get into line. There is music playing soft in the background.
I kind of nod and give them a little wave. Hope to cross paths inside during the festivities.
We hope to cross paths with you as well.
Wait, sorry, what was your name again?
Shit, I don't have my list of names. You can call me.
I know.
Fuck.
Yeah, call me fuck. Got it.
D&D elf name generator.
I have like a big list somewhere that I wrote out for these moments. And I don't. It's not. I have the wrong notebook. My name is Gwen. You can call me Gwen.
Gwen.
We hear sick
okay.
rock beats emanating from within the castle.
Yeah. Write this down. Gwen.
I'll
the
see that it
elf.
might take a while. I'll get off the horse and look at whoever is next to me and ask, can you keep an eye on the horse for me?
What?
I'll be right back. It won't take too long. And I'll...
Nyla, try and speak to the guards. Let them know that members of the Adventurers Guild are here on business or something.
It's
Use your-
pretty much what I was gonna do.
Use your charm.
We do need to talk
Oh,
to the
God.
council.
That's all to ask. Alright, I'll walk by every single wagon to go in front of the line.
Some people kind of grumble about, they're like, there's no cutting in line. You gotta wait your turn like everybody else.
I'll let you know that I am from the Eyeglade family. One of the highest noble there is, and we wish to enter the city.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Play some D&D.
Persuasion.
Now, who are you talking to? The people that are grumbling in line?
One of the guard. Oh, I thought I was like one. Oh, I thought you meant the guards. My bad.
No.
Then I'm talking to the guards.
Okay. You see him kind of like straighten up a little bit. Ah, somebody from the upper tier?
Of course.
Why are you traveling down here?
Seeing the world.
And you and you at the mention of like upper tier, you see kind of like whispers kind of from behind you about somebody from the upper tier being down here. And he's just like, we should get you in right away. I'm so sorry that you are here waiting in line.
It's perfectly fine. I do have my guards and some friends I would like to make, to enter as well.
Of course, you can't be traveling alone.
All right. I'll be right back. And I'll go back to the group. All right, we're going in. Bring your elf friends. I'll struggle to climb back
Okay.
on my horse.
Do you need some help?
No.
Okay.
I'll
Alright.
take the
Okay.
lead.
As you
How Valerian's just gonna like look at Nyla quizzically. But okay.
If they ask question, you are my bodyguards.
How
Sounds
are
good.
you able
I
to get
knew
us in here?
there was a catch to this.
And I'll take the lead as we skip the line.
as you get about halfway up the line, somebody's gonna step out, and you see a tomato coming at you.
I'm using shield.
Okay.
It is a reaction.
This tomato splatters against your arcane shield. On here. How dare you just sit up
Sit the
there?
fuck down.
What?
Sit the fuck down.
Roll me. Roll me an intimidation
Love
check.
you guys.
Not messing around.
You told us to be your bodyguards.
Yeah.
We are bodyguards. What do you mean?
Well,
And if I don't, what are you gonna do about it, big boy?
do you want
He's
to
gonna
find
make
out?
you bow.
Yeah, why don't you come down off your high horse? You rich folk think you can just do whatever you want.
Do you really want to make a scene?
Oh,
Do you really want to embarrass yourself?
Oh, he's made a scene. The scene has been made. As other people kind of start to grumble. And
All right.
Grumble like annoyed at him or annoyed at us?
And you see the elves kind of back their wagon up a little bit, but they're not.
Cast. Sleep.
Oh.
Wait, sure, I can roll damage on it. There you go.
Lord.
Like, of course, like focus so that I just catch him, not everyone else. And
And a 20 feet.
The thing is, you can't choose targets with sleep.
it's like
They're
you choose a zone.
him and his whole like little group instantly just fall asleep, just pass out.
All right.
They have like 4 health.
Ibrin had been about ready to like dismount and intervene,
Valerian's hand
and I
was
just
like on her
I
hip.
just like lower my head and just like
And you see some of the guards kind of coming out of the city now. And as they're kind of walking up, the elves are just like, "Oh, we didn't know you were one of them. I think we'll just wait our turn in line." And they'll kind of turn back around.
It's not like we killed him.
Yeah, they they don't like the upper tier.
No. I guess we'll see you later.
We had a chat with them about that.
And the guards are gonna kind of like run forward, and they're just like, we're so sorry. So what was the name you gave him? Highbridge?
Highglade.
Highglade. Lady Highglade, please. Why don't we help get you in the town?
Sounds good to me.
It's,
And don't worry about those people. They're perfectly fine, and I don't want them to be in trouble for their actions.
We'll let the courts decide that.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
And they're gonna get you guys inside in a hurry, and before more people can kind of join in, and this becomes like a mass scale thing, because people are, you can tell everybody is very unhappy.
As we're being like hustled in through the gates, I kind of like, I'm riding alongside Nyla, and I kind of like lean over. Are you sure this was a good idea?
Not so much anymore.
Well, guess now we have no choice, but we're in. So
I'm sure everything will be just fine.
let's just be sure to lay low once we're inside.
Sounds like a
Sounds
plan.
good to me.
Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm desperately scribbling down as many notes as possible. All right. Once you guys get inside the gates, you come into this huge city. There are tons of buildings everywhere. I don't have a map for this town yet. I'm sorry. I keep making one and then hating it, and then I delete it and start over.
Aw, Steve.
It just,
We love everything that you do.
It's just not. It just never is quite how I want it to look. But there are tons of houses and buildings, and in the center of town, you see this large courtyard leading to this large castle, where the shadow from the upper tier, it's kind of where it ends, is like halfway up the castle. So that back half of the town is all in the natural sunlight, and the buildings in that area look way nicer.
In the well lit part.
Yeah, in the natural light, and the front part kind of seems not. You can tell it's like the poorer part of town, but it's like still the capital, so it's pretty packed, pretty crammed. There are tons of people here. The streets are packed. People are hanging up banners. The Midsummer Festival. There is an open air bazaar that you guys are kind of walking through. People have mats and carpets rolled out trying to sell the wares to people. There are all sorts of bits and baubles and shiny things. People are selling what they claim to be potions. Other people have little knickknacks that they're claiming to be magical. And it all sort of, everything kind of leads to a central area in the courtyard forward. But it's yeah. What are you going to do in town? You guys are on your horses. You've been
So
let
what
in.
is this festival again?
It's sort of just like this big celebration that they invite everybody from across the lands to come here to kind of celebrate, to kind of come together, and a lot of people show up. And it's usually when the king kind of makes sort of like a big presence. He gives like a big speech. Just like a big holiday.
Okay.
They're here to kind of like give thanks to the gods, party, live it up, and like I said, usually the king who lives on the upper tier comes down to the lower tier to his castle to party with the quote unquote common folk. He gives a big speech, and nobody has like seen or heard from him for a super long time. So this festival is extra packed in the capital because they're wondering where what's he been up to? Where's he been?
Okay. Got it. I'm gonna start looking around for a stable for the horses as we ride down the street.
Are the guards still with us?
Once you guys are kind of in the city, the guards sort of return to their posts. So now
Okay.
you guys are kind of alone, away from the large crowd. Basically Mardi Gras.
Now that your plan has worked, let us
Yes, alone, pretty
please return to being common adventurers.
Sounds good to me.
I still wish to visit the upper lands, but seeing the reaction from the people here, Makes me a lot less envious of living there.
You guys are there are quite a few stables kind of close to the gates, as usually travelers want to find a place to park their horses.
I'm looking for the nicest one.
You're able to find one. It seems kind of packed because there are a lot of horses, but the people tending to the horses look like they have clean smocks, and they look like they know what they're doing. Everybody's scared of Cletus.
I kind of like approach one of them. Hello there.
Hello. You.
Do you have room to board more horses?
If you've got the coin, we've got the room.
We have the coin, but just know that these are our special horses from the town over.
Special horses? What makes
Do
them
you
so
know a
special?
man? Do you know a man named Cletus?
His eyes go wide. Cletus? These are horses from the Cletus?
That is the one.
Why didn't you say? And he's gonna whistle. And he's like, these horses are from Cletus, and like the red carpet gets rolled out. And he goes, please tell Master Cletus that we took just the most care of these horses.
You know
What is your name,
I put the
son?
horses to the side.
Of course. My name is Bernard.
Bernard, huh? Well, I'll tell you what, Bernard. Once our business in the capital is finished and we come back, if we have deemed the care of these horses satisfactory, then we will be sure to let Cletus know that it was because of Bernard.
Just a master of horses.
So make sure to take good care of them.
Of course, please. If we can, if we can earn Master Cletus's trust, that's all the thanks we need. No payment necessary, and they will happily take the horses. Breeder, trainer, tamer, just all around horse extraordinaire.
All right. Well, they seem in good hands, friends.
Now I'm more curious. Why do they know Cletus? And why are they so scared of him?
I don't think it's a matter of knowing Cletus. I think it's a matter of knowing of Cletus.
I have more questions than I ever thought I could have. As I walk off. Wait, I come back. Wait, where are we going?
I like to think that Cletus is like getting like a Cletus star is like the
I'm
equivalent
just
of getting a
gonna
Michelin
start
star.
I'm gonna follow you, Bryn.
You stroll past tons of people kind of going to and fro about their business. People are the festival's still getting set up for it. It's still not out. It's still not for like another couple of days. And you pass tons of shops, taverns. One in particular has just the most immaculate flowers in front of it, as well as a sleeping old man with a very long beard.
I will leave the man, but I'll step inside the tavern.
Okay.
And
One second.
Oh,
I have a
Uh-oh,
map.
snap.
I have a
Ooh.
map.
I recognize this man.
I recognize this map. Dude, look how good it looks.
Pretty great.
And
Uh,
look at that gobbo.
This looks amazing, Steve.
Steve, it looks so good.
look, you guys all helped make this map.
Oh, I wasn't here. I witnessed this being made. This was all you guys.
So as you get close to the front door, the old man will wake up, and he's just kind of what's your business here at Glork's Tavern?
It's a tavern, so our business is to drink and eat.
That makes sense. And he just goes right back to napping.
Oh.
Well, good day to you as well. I'm going in.
Glork.
Amazing
Yes.
security.
Ebron walks in. Galork, or it's the goblin at the front. You might think is Galork.
That looks like a Glork over there.
It's the thing. What else do you have at the tavern? You walk over to the bar. He's like, "What? Ugh. Yeah, are you?" He just kind of like looks at your weapons. Like, adventurers.
We are, sir.
I told Gregory no more adventurers. You guys are always breaking my beautiful pots of flowers.
Well, we mean we bring no trouble with us on this day, sir.
And he's gonna kind of look at you, and he's like, "All right, well, as long as you're paying customers, I suppose."
That we are.
And he's just like, just careful with the tables, and he's gonna gesture over to one of the tables where you see like a smashed vase with like flowers kind of all over it. Over here, it's like I don't want to see any of my wonderful flowers broken. And a little single tear kind of runs down his face.
Oh no.
We won't break your flowers, sir.
Just an ale for me, good sir.
He'll pass you an ale. I remember when Steve made.
And
I had such a good time making this on stream with you guys.
Another extra large ale for my companion here, and I kind of clap Alarin's shoulder.
Of course, of 2 ales coming up, and he'll slide you 2 ales.
Alarin, don't skulk about there under the bar stool. Come up here.
Okay. Climbs up the bar stool. What?
Can I get you anything else?
I look down at Nyla. What's up?
Yes, please.
Alright. Pick you up and set you on the bar stool next to me.
And instead of sitting on it, I'm standing.
Well, if Nyla has to stand, then I probably wouldn't have to as well.
We don't see many of your kind around here. As he looks at Nyla.
To be fair, I don't see much of your kind either.
That's a fair point. What can I get you?
Something to eat would be nice.
We have a delicious vegetable stew.
Sold.
Well, she is from another
Do
realm.
you happen to have anything other than vegetable stew?
We make a wonderful tea.
Just vivid flashbacks.
We've got conically sized turkey legs.
Oh, shit, my favorite. Are they extra comically large or?
Oh, for you, my friend, the largest.
Oh, goddamn. Gods be damned, may this be the best day of my life.
You can't do this to me, Steve.
Would you like one as well, my large friend?
Yes. Yes, this sounds wonderful. I will actually. I will have the vegetable stew if it is all the same to you.
Okay. And he'll look at Alarin.
Can I have a
Do it.
comically large turkey thing?
And he scribbles it down on a little piece of paper, and he's like, "All right, I'll be back." And he's gonna hop
That
down.
may or may not be as large as I am.
He hops down off his like little step stool, and kind of scurries off to the kitchen.
I lean onto the bar, look down to Alarin, biggest thumbs up, and just the widest of smiles.
He smiles back, very, very sharp, toothy, weird smile. Well,
The one smile that make you like
Slightly
awkward and
off
uncomfy.
put, yeah.
Yeah.
you can't help it. She's sorry.
And as you guys are
Try to teach Alarin how to smile. Apparently, he'll come back with just a tray of food, and he puts it out.
Smiling's like at least twice as hard when you don't have lips. You just got a mouthful of teeth.
Alarin nods in agreement.
And he's like, that'll be 4 gold.
4 gold. All right.
For everything?
Yes.
Slap down 4 gold.
Oh, okay.
And he'll take it and tuck it into a little pouch that he has attached to his waist.
I'll take a taste.
So, good sir, this is my first time in the capital. What can you tell me about this festival? What is it that people are celebrating?
Oh, you've never been here? You've never taken part in the Midsummer Festival?
I've never taken part in the festival. I have actually never never set foot here before.
Ah, my
This
goodness.
is exciting.
It's quite a large affair. I'm sure you've seen the people streaming into the city. We celebrate and give thanks to the gods. And I mean, honestly, it's mostly just an excuse to party, I think. But there's lots of drinking and food to be had. In a couple of days, I'm sure more food stalls will be set up around town. And the king will give a big speech. At least we think he will. Nobody's seen him for a little while, but he's supposed to be here. You've seen the people live stream on Twitch about the festival.
What do you mean you haven't seen him for a while? Does he not reside here? And is this not the capital?
Well, ever since the upper tier was built, he would split his time, but as time went on, he spent less and less time here. Now nobody's seen him for quite a while. But he's always present for the festival, so we think that he'll be here.
Is there someone who runs the day-to-day in his stead?
He has a steward that just relays messages.
Hmm.
Steve, would the king's name be common knowledge? Like, yeah.
Yes.
Cletolius. Wait.
Give me 2.
I'm sorry.
Seconds. No, it's fine. I'm missing my notebook with all the names. But I have all that information in the Discord too. So let me just pull it up really quick.
Oh, true. I guess I forgot.
Boom.
Also, how big is this turkey leg that I now have?
The king's name is Arthur Penhart, and it is as large as you want it to be.
Okay.
It's like like half a foot larger than you.
No.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why?
Yeah, it's just like
Holy shit, he wasn't like this. Is fucking massive.
Steve, since you said that it was common knowledge about the upper tiers,
Mhm.
How long has it been a thing?
It's been about a century.
Since the king has been down here?
Since the upper
Since the
Yeah,
upper
it's
tiers
been about a
was built.
century that it's been built.
Okay.
So why is it that the capital was not relocated to the upper tier?
That's a good question. I assume he wanted to be able to have a home to go to when he visited down here and have a sort of a safe place to come to.
True, and I suppose it
That's-
does
that's
make
fair
sense
enough.
from a ruling standpoint.
Pretty much going from one high-end rich area down to a slightly less rich area.
Yeah, pretty much is what we guess.
Do many noblemen from the top come down to join the festival?
Not many. Some will, but they spend most of their time in the castle.
It's to be expected.
They don't really like to mix with the common folk much.
Of course. Takes a bite of the comically large.
Lauren's doing her best to eat what she can of hers.
It's like small nibbles.
Yeah.
Are we able to... No, we paid for these. We should be able to take these to go. I don't know how long the lifespan of them or shelf life of them will be. We can make do. Maybe we can turn them into like jerky strips.
Well, we have many days to enjoy the festival, but I, for one, would like to see the sights. Alarin, drink up. You've hardly touched your ale.
Oh Lord.
Let us.
Why?
Let us.
Why did you get me two?
Now. Well, no, one is mine.
Oh, okay.
Now, down your ale. Let us be on our way.
We also need to find a place to spend the night.
Correct. We don't leave the table if there is still ale on it.
Oh.
That is my family house rule. That is the house rule for here now.
Good sir, do you have a recommendation for a place to stay?
Mark, it's gonna be hard because there's so many people here. I would say try it's a dire jerky. The coil and coffer. They might have rooms left. It's not the nicest inn, but it's not the worst inn.
Oh, I'm sure it'll do fine.
If all else, is there an adventurers guild around here too, or is that not like a thing in every town? Just in case.
Sorry. No, there's not one here, unfortunately, but
Okay, fair enough. Laren drinks a little bit more ale.
is it safe to assume that you guys are here for the festival as well? I don't know where the voice went.
I would say
Oh,
so.
yes.
Yeah,
I believe this is all of our first time attending.
Oh, well, I hope you enjoy your stay.
thank you. Sorry.
Gonna kind of like nod, and he's gonna go and talk to another customer over in the corner. He hops down off his little step stool and then.
Oh, as he's going. Oh,
go ahead.
One more thing, good sir.
Yeah.
Is
Yes.
there? Forgive us since we're unfamiliar with the city, with the capital as a whole. Is there any place we might be able to find elves?
I mean, they're find elves pretty much. I mean,
Oh,
anywhere.
I apologize. We seek a enclave of some kind, an academy or
I mean, now not. I mean, that like I said, there plenty of elves live here. I'm not sure if you're looking for someone specific. I'm not sure if I can help you, but I could try.
Well, if we gain any information that might be able to narrow our search, we'll be sure to bring it to you. But thank you for your hospitality.
You're most welcome. Thank you for your coin. He'll hop down off one step stool and climb up onto another one to talk to this other customer in the corner.
This one he's facing away. He's having a bad day.
He's just kind of like crying into his mug.
Shall we?
not-
I'll finish my stew and hop off.
I'll just take the turkey leg with
Oh,
me.
yeah, I drink my stew like a tiny cup of water, so I'm ready to go.
Myron
I'm-
finishes her ale mildly begrudgingly.
You can
As it's a
handle it.
lot for a tiny body.
You
I-
can handle it.
And
Ja,
well,
lastig
Myron
om deze
not
is
sure
just
about
all the
that.
tijd.
Glad
Chug,
to be
chug,
dealing with
chug,
drunk
chug.
kobolds.
He's gonna glare over at Varian.
What?
Why? No.
Look, you're doing it. You got it. I believe in you.
She'll just finish it.
Yeah.
Tiny. You have a probably tiny drunken kobold.
All right, I'm gonna go see the sights.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you give me the name of the inn he recommended one more time?
It was the coin and coffer.
I am going
Yeah.
to go searching for it.
I'm just gonna follow Ebrin
me,
as
me
best
fix my
as my
notes.
little legs can carry me.
So you just kind of like, are you wandering town? Or you asking folks what's
I'm just kind of wandering town.
Okay.
Now that I know the name of the place, I'm not in any hurry since I believe it's still like not super late in the day.
Yeah, no, it's like it's probably like after like early afternoon, like probably
Yeah.
noon.
So
fantasy
I'm
noon.
I'm in no rush. I'm taking in the sights. I'm looking for any stands or shops that might catch my eye.
Okay. Yeah, there are plenty of shops. Some of them have like an anvil symbol on the outside, kind of signifying that they're blacksmiths. There's others with like a sword and shield. So you think maybe they have some weapons. Plenty of other little shops. One of
I
them.
don't know if he's talking or not.
Can you not hear me?
I couldn't hear
No.
you for that last little bit.
No.
Oh man, when did you guys? When?
Only a few
Shops
seconds
that
ago.
catch your eye.
Okay. Yeah, there's all different kinds of shops. I don't know if there's like one specifically that you're looking for, but most things that you might want is most likely sold somewhere in the capital.
Is there any one of you who is looking for anything specific?
I use
Not really. I've done my
Shiny
shopping in the
things
last town.
always.
Alarin.
I use push to talk, so
Shiny,
they
shiny things.
don't hear me
Always-
talking
always
to you
shiny
guys the whole
things.
time. I mean, there are plenty of shops. You walk past one with big windows, and you can see they have all kinds of jewelry on display inside. There's other ones you walk by and you smell sweets, and baked goods.
Ooh, shiny.
You walk past kind of like a dark looking shop. It looks very small. Sort of has like a dark, gnarled kind of door.
I'm going in.
Okay.
I'm sold. I'm going in.
You walk into.
It stands out to me as not. It stands out to me for the very reason that it doesn't. It's just like not part of the obvious festivities and
You
colorful.
come into a very dimly lit shop. You can smell incense burning somewhere from within. There are tall, cluttered shelves with very peculiar bits and baubles. There are jars of eyes, other things that look like pickled talons. You see sort of mounted bird heads on one wall. And there is a man sitting at the counter. He's got a monocle on.
Good day, sir.
Oh, good day. Is there something that I can help you with?
Nothing in particular. We're just adventurers in for the festival. What manner of wares do you have?
Many small things of the arcane. Perhaps you are in need of some sort of spellcasting component, or maybe something a little more sinister. He kind of cocks an eyebrow at you.
I look around for Nyla.
I'm just browsing. I'm just looking around, not paying much attention to what they're saying.
I kind of like lean on the counter, kind of like lean in. Sinister, you say?
I knew that would pique your interest. I could tell. And he's gonna kind of pull out like a small box from below the counter and open it up. And inside there are like little vials filled with green liquid. And perhaps some poison for your weapons. Next time you're out, you mentioned you're an adventurer. You might need a little extra edge.
Oh shit, is that Gillyweed potion?
Oh, are you in need of some gillyweed?
Oh no.
And he'll pull some gillyweed out. I have that as well.
As soon as I hear Gillyweed, I'm just walking over.
Having PTSD flashbacks.
So what manner of poison is this that a normal blade would not suffice to do the job?
Excuse me. Well, it, 1 second, like water.
Did I buy a skirt in the last town?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, if you are finding something particularly nasty that doesn't, die with just one swing of your sword, if you have some of this, it might slow them down a bit, make them a little easier to fight.
Oh, interesting.
First of all, how
And
much is this poison?
Well, this poison is going to run a high price. And a vial of it will cost you about 100 gold.
All right.
I kind of like
moving
stand
on.
up. I kind of stand up straight. Thank you, sir, for your kind sir for your business, and I just walk out.
Okay, I guess he wasn't interested. What about one of you?
Even if I was really interested, I don't have the coins.
Oh, with that, he quickly snaps the box shut. So I thought you were perhaps esteemed adventurers, but I guess I was wrong. And I'll tuck the box back away. Perhaps there's something else that I could interest you in? Your friend seemed interested in some gillyweed.
You see me just kind of 1,000 yards staring like past him.
No, if brewed correctly, you can make quite a good tea out of this.
Oh, we were aware. I think he got like maybe an addiction to it, but I'm unsure.
Oh,
No. 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 No.
Oh.
Just constantly just murmuring no. No.
Oh no! Did he?
Traumatized by the gillyweed.
He probably lost a few brain cells, but
Did he mix the tea with milk, perhaps?
he sure did.
Oh, you don't know the old fairy tale? You never mix milk with your gillyweed.
I never heard of it, but I'm
The-
writing it down.
What? That's a thing?
Oh, yes, everybody. I thought everybody knew that.
No.
Oh, you poor soul. He's gonna give you a little pat on the shoulder.
That's really fun. But do you have perhaps alchemist supplies?
It depends on what you're looking for, but we have quite a many things of
I'm
that
looking
nature.
for the tools themselves. You know, the alchemist supplies, not the tools to make potions.
Yeah, I don't know why I assumed you were looking for something specific.
No, you're fine.
And he's like, yeah, we did a kit. Yes, we have the whole kit. It is a bit expensive, but not as much as the poison was. Kit usually runs around 50 gold.
I'll look up over to Varian. Do you still have gold?
I have some. Not much. I think I have got about 20 on me.
And of course, Ebron's gone. Well, you know, I'll come back to that. You keep it on the side for me. I'll be back later. Possibly, we'll see.
Sure thing. All right, Alone, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. I hope you have a
That'll
wonderful
be it.
night and get some good sleep.
Alan, was there anything you wanted?
I'm walking out. I don't need anything else. For now.
Okay.
Laren is fascinated by the shiny things.
I'm just dragging her out.
The other shiny.
Come on, drunk.
I never
drunk lizard.
said that I came in there with you.
Oh, my bad.
So is there just a drunk kobold wandering the streets alone right now, looking at all the
Oh,
shiny
no.
window shopping?
You said there was a jewelry shop.
There was.
That's very shiny.
Mm-hmm.
She's very interested in all the shiny jewelry.
Did you go inside? Or are you just like looking through the windows?
I'm looking through the window
Okay.
at the shiny things, debating whether to go in or not.
Yeah, so you guys come out of the shop and you see Alarin debating whether to go in or not. This glittering jewelry inside. And I think that's where we're gonna end it.
Big
Okay.
sad. Okay.
'Cause it's,
No get
it's,
shinies.
it's
The
3 a.m.
journey. The journey to
Oh,
the shinies. That's the real quest. That's a real campaign.
And we can,
She already picked up some shinies. She sold some shinies. She didn't want to sell the shinies.
And,
But to acquire.
I don't
the
remember how much I
perfect
got
shiny,
for that.
It was like 15 to 20 gold, I think.
I
then I
don't know. If you didn't write it down, it's lost forever.
Well, oh well.
But Steve, I just want you to know I have in my notes bolded and underlined, don't mix gillyweed with milk, exclamation mark.
Thank you so much for watching. And again, we are playing this live on Twitch, so if you ever want to see any of this unfold as it happens, come drop by the stream. Also, all of our players are fellow streamers, and if you like what you heard, please go check them out. They are all absolutely fantastic folks. I'll have links to their Twitch pages down in the description below as well. Thanks again, and we hope to catch you all next time. Have a good one.